This is my informative speech on the life of Napoleon Bonaparte, and this is my audience right there. So excited to watch me give my speech. Okay, so this is the life of Napoleon Bonaparte. A quote from Napoleon. I found the crown of France in a gutter. I picked it up, cleaned it, and put it atop my own head. In this speech, I'll be talking about the childhood of Napoleon, his rise to power, how he became the Emperor of the French, and the eventual downfall of Napoleon. So Napoleon's childhood. He grew up in Corsica, and he was educated at elite military academies in France. Eventually, during his time in France, he was teased by many of his classmates. This eventually led him to become a very ambitious and very self-centered person, and this eventually led to many character traits found within him. So after his education, after his education and graduation from the military academy, he was placed on military leave back in Corsica. After a while, he returned to military service in France. This happened right after a clash with the Corsican governor. He was made artillery second lieutenant, and he made a powerful Jacobin friends within the Jacobin Club, which was the ruling power in France at the time. Eventually, he was promoted to brigadier general after the Battle of Toulon, and he suppressed a royalist siege, which led him being promoted to the major general of the French army. After a while, he overthrew the French Directory in 1799, and this led him to become the first consul of the French government. He defeated the Austrians at the Battle of Marengo, and this really cemented his legacy as being first consul. So, what led to Napoleon actually becoming the Emperor of the French? He led many successful military campaigns against many European powers, and after the British surrender and peace treaty of Amiens, he was crowned Emperor of the French, and he made many positive, groundbreaking changes to the French government. In 1802, a French constitutional amendment made Napoleon first consul for life, and he crowned himself emperor in 1804 at Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. Eventually, every good story has to have a downfall. So the first mistake Napoleon made was they invaded Russia in the winter. This was a catastrophic failure, and as his campaign started with 600,000 troops, and eventually it ended with 100,000. In March of 1814, coalition forces captured Paris, and Napoleon was exiled to Elba. He was given sovereignty over Elba and was made the ruler, and actually made lots of groundbreaking changes to the little island of Elba. In 1815, he escapes Elba and he returned to Paris, and King Louis Capet the 18th flees Paris, and once again Napoleon is the leader of France. So after this, Napoleon mounts the 100 Days campaign. He raises a new army, and he takes in the coalition forces of Prussia, the UK, Russia, and Austria try and stop him. But Napoleon defeats the Prussians at Ligny, which is in Belgium, and after this, the Battle of Waterloo, and Napoleon loses the Battle of Waterloo, and he abdicates for a second and last time. He's exiled to the island of St. Helena, which was under British control, and eventually he dies from stomach cancer on the 15th of May, 1821. In conclusion, Napoleon changed the world forever. Europe being one of the most formidable and challenging continents to mount a military campaign on, he changed the way historians studied military history forever, and he changed the course of European history and world history forever. Napoleon is considered one of the greatest military minds and rulers of his time, but eventually he let his ambition and pride get the best of him. He still influences French government and law today, and he will be remembered as one of the greatest military minds ever. Any questions?
Nope.
Thank you.